Hey everybody, it's Kylie and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a really fun pattern tutorial for y'all. I'm going to show y'all how to make this easy corner to corner crochet baby blanket. It is made with a crochet stitch called the Wattle stitch and finished off with this cute shell border. I used one of my favorite yarns, which is Lion brand Mandala ombre yarn, and I'm so excited to share this pattern with y'all. But before we do jump into the pattern, I want to say real quick, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe to never miss a free pattern and tutorial that I post, and also be sure to give this video a like, and we will jump right on into this pattern and I'll show you exactly what you need to crochet this adorable baby blanket. I used Lion brand Mandala ombre yarn for this baby blanket. I used a total of 3 skeins, and my baby blanket came out to be approximately 32 inches by 32 inches, and I used the colorway Chi. I absolutely love Mandala ombre yarn. It's one of my favorites, and it is a number 4 worsted weight yarn, and it works up absolutely beautifully. And I also used a J or a 6mm crochet hook. You might also want to grab a couple stitch markers, and that's all you'll need to make this baby blanket, so let's get started. You will want to start by making a slip knot and placing it on your crochet hook. You will then start your first row by chaining 4 stitches, and after you chain 4, you're going to find the very first chain stitch that you made, and you will work a single crochet, a chain stitch, and a double crochet on that same stitch. And this is what it'll look like after row 1. Remember that we're going diagonally across because we're working corner to corner. So going on to row 2. We will chain 3 stitches, you'll turn your work, and then you will skip this double crochet stitch and work in this chain 1 space. So we're going to work a single crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet in that chain 1 space. And then we're going to skip the single crochet and we're going to work in the chain 3 space. And we're going to work a single crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet in that chain 3 space. And that will be the end of row 2. And this is what it'll look like after you finish row 2. So we're going to go on to row 3 and continue increasing. So for row 3, we're going to chain 3 stitches, turn our work, and we're going to skip that double crochet. And we're going to work in the chain 1 space by working a single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in that chain space. Now we're going to skip the next single crochet and the double crochet and find the next chain 1 space and work a single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in the next chain 1 space. And you're going to repeat that all the way across until you reach the chain 3 space, which is going to be our next space. And we're going to skip that single crochet and work in the chain 3 space by working a single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in that chain 3 space. And this is what it'll look like after row 3. Going on to row 4. Row 4 will be a repeat row that will just keep repeating until our blanket is as wide as we'd like it to be. And for this particular blanket, I done a total of 58 rows before I started decreasing. So to start row 4, you're going to chain 3 stitches, turn your work, going to skip that first double crochet and work in the chain 1 spot, and do a single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in that chain 1 space. Skip your single and double crochet and find the next chain 1 space and work a single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in the next chain 1 space. And you're going to repeat that across until you reach the chain 3 space. So you're just going to skip over to the next chain 1 space and work a single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet, and work it all the way across. And then when you reach your final chain 3 space, you will do a single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in that final chain 3 space. And that's the end of row 4. You will continue repeating row 4 until your blanket is as wide as you'd like it to be, and then you will start decreasing. For my blanket, I done a total of 58 rows and then started to decrease. So I'll go ahead and work on blanket, and when I get ready to decrease, I'll get back with y'all and show y'all how we decrease and finish this baby blanket. Okay, so I have worked 58 rows and I'm now ready to start decreasing, and we'll start decreasing on the corners. And how we're going to do that for our first decrease row is we're going to simply chain 2, and we're going to skip this double crochet stitch and work in the chain 1 space, and we're going to do like normal and work a single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in this very first chain 1 space. You can also go ahead and grab a stitch marker if you want to and place it around this chain 2 space, so when you come back to it, you'll easily be able to find it. If not, it can be a little hard to see. And then we're going to go ahead and work the rest of the row like we would normally and skip our single crochet and double crochet stitch and find the next chain 1 space and work a single crochet, chain stitch, and double crochet in each chain 1 space across until we reach our chain 3 space. And when we reach our chain 3 space, we're just going to work a single crochet stitch into it, and I'll meet y'all back up after I finish this row and work down to my chain 3 space. Okay, so I've worked back down to my very last chain 3 space, and when you reach this chain 3 space, you're simply just going to work a single crochet into it, and this will end our first decrease row. And then going on to our next row of decreasing, this will be a repeat row that will keep on repeating, and you'll start by chain 2, turning your work, and you can go ahead and place a stitch marker around this chain 2 space also if you like, so you don't lose it. You're going to skip your first single crochet and double crochet and work a single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in each chain 1 stitch across until you reach your very last chain 1 space. And I'm going to go ahead and work this down, and when I reach my very last chain 1 space, I'm going to show you how to finish this decrease row. Okay, so I've reached my very last chain 1 space, and we're going to finish this decrease row by single crocheting 2 stitches together. We're going to insert our hook into that chain 1 space and pull up a loop, and then insert our hook into that chain 2 space and pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And this will finish our decrease row. You will keep repeating this same decrease row until you only have 2 chain 1 spaces left, and then I'll catch back up with y'all and show y'all how to finish the very last corner section of our blanket. Okay, so now you should have continued decreasing across, and you should only have 2 chain 1 spaces left. To finish, we will chain 2, turn our work, and we will work the next stitch as normal, skip our single crochet and double crochet, and work a single crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the next chain 1 space. And then we will single crochet 2 stitches together over the next chain 1 space and chain 2 space. And after you do that, you will just have 1 chain 1 space left, and you will chain 1, turn your work, and single crochet in that chain 1 space. And that will finish the main body of your baby blanket. And we can now go on and crochet a border around it if you want to make a border. I done a shell stitch border. And to start that, you're simply going to work a row of single crochet evenly all the way around. So you can chain 1 and evenly single crochet all the way around the blanket, placing 3 single crochet in each corner. And after you work all the way around, you can slip stitch into the first single crochet, and I'll meet y'all back up after I evenly single crochet around my entire baby blanket and show y'all how to do the shell border. Okay, so after you met all the way around and slip stitch back into the first single crochet, you're going to go ahead and chain 1, single crochet in the first stitch. You're then going to skip the next stitch and work 5 double crochet in the very next stitch. After you work 5 double crochet in that stitch, you're then going to skip the next stitch and work a single crochet in the next stitch. And you're going to repeat this all the way around by skipping a stitch, working 5 double crochet in the next stitch, skip a stitch, single crochet in the next. And you'll repeat this all the way around the blanket until you reach your very first single crochet stitch. And I want to show you, I'm going to go ahead and work this around, and when I meet back up with y'all, I'm going to show y'all what to do if you happen to run out of stitches and you don't end on an even single crochet or 5 double crochet. I'm going to show you how to fix it. Okay, so I've made it back to my very last corner, and I've ended on 5 double crochet, and I don't have quite enough stitches to skip a stitch and to do a single crochet and to skip another stitch and do 5 more double crochets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to single crochet in this very next stitch instead of skipping it. So if you have to work with it a little bit, that's okay. Since I just single crocheted in that stitch and I have enough stitches, I'm going to go ahead and skip the next stitch and work 5 double crochet in the next stitch. And then that'll bring me back to 1 stitch left in this round, and I'll just skip it and slip stitch in the top of the first single crochet. And then you can cut your yarn and weave in your ends, and your blanket will be finished. I hope that y'all enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, be sure to give it a like and to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not yet. And check out all my other free patterns and tutorials that I have here and on my blog. And happy crocheting!